In the last solo episode, we talked about why it's so important to own our big dreams if we want to live a life without regret. Well, in today's episode, I'll share 7 powerful questions that we can answer to determine if we are in fact ready to own those big dreams. Think of something you want to do. It could be anything you've wanted to try. Now ask yourself, why haven't you started it yet? If you were able to take ownership over your decisions, you would have started. So what's getting in the way? Many clients I work with, especially teens, feel overwhelmed by the pressure put on them to have a goal in life. Oftentimes, when I meet someone new, the last word that they want to hear is goal setting. So why is this? Simply put, many of us aren't ready to take ownership over our dreams. This happens for a couple of reasons. First, we're scared to create one singular vision that feels like it's carved in stone. When we feel like we are saying yes to one plan, but have a fear of missing out on all the other possible plans, we're at risk of not focusing on anything at all. Now, it's definitely better to have a plan. We can always go to plan B or plan C, but not unless we first have plan A. Second of all, the outside voices that enter our mind from family, friends, mentors, and social media make us feel like there are right and wrong answers when it comes to setting goals. Teachers, friends, and any other caring adults in our lives mean well when they try to quote-unquote guide us. We want to keep people safe, and so we make little, subtle, or even big explicit comments to help them out. But oftentimes this steering us in a certain direction has the exact opposite effect of what we intend. And this is because dreams should be pure. In reality, our true dreams and goals are pure. They just come to us. And it's from these that we must choose a dream or goal to pursue, not from some outside external influence. So when we know it's important to own our big dreams, and we know a few things that could be getting in the way, it sounds super overly simple, but if we want to protect our dreams, to keep them pure, then we just need to decide. The real thing we are doing here today is making sure that we are ready to own our dream. There's a pretty famous clip from Will Smith that summarizes this concept really quickly in a matter of seconds. And while people have shared it across social media in thousands of ways, I remember witnessing this original interview on TV. It was 2003 or 4, and I was half asleep after a late night of training for football when this interview aired, and I almost couldn't get back to bed because it was motivating me so much. Take a listen.
There's a redemptive power that making a choice has, rather than feeling like you're at effect to all the things that are happening. Make a choice. Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, So for me, I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent the idea that you really can make what you want.
But how do we decide? If you're like me when you first listened to this clip, you agree with the idea, but you don't know how to decide. That's because there is a little piece of the puzzle still missing. If I were to ask you, are you ready to own your big dream? What would your reaction be? Most people would react with a yes or a no. It seems like a binary black and white yes or no concept, but in reality, it is important to answer this with some reflection questions. Now, this will take a few moments. Ideally, go to your happy place, take some time alone in a space that you can have some uninterrupted thinking time. No matter how confident you are in your big dream, I feel it's really, really worthwhile to go through this process because we can make sure that our goals don't exist for the wrong reasons. We can make sure that our goals are pure. It can be easy to feel like we are in control of our efforts, even though they are being guided by someone or something else. Rather than just guessing if we are or are not in control, it is best to just answer these 7 questions that tell us if we are in fact the one in control. So we'll play a little game of true or false. True or false, you are ready to own your big dream. We can be prepared to take ownership by answering true to the following 7 questions. 1. I have a clear purpose and I'm ready to create solutions that serve that purpose. 2. The decisions I make will not be swayed by family, friends, or mentors. 3. My dream will serve others, but I will be the most excited for it to succeed. 4. I will believe in my dream even if people hate, challenge, or debate it. 5. I will share my dream without fear that others will make me give up. 6. My skills, interests, and goals make me the right person to take action towards my dream. And 7. While I should learn from others, I can make my dream unique and specific to me. No matter what the big dream is, you could pursue it. I know you could, if even a few minutes a day, but not until you're ready to take full ownership. Once you can own these 7 questions, it's all about just figuring out the little details.